All right, welcome back, my dear student. So in this lecture, what I want to do is I want to clean up the code a little more, and I also want to add a feature where if we don't have a user here, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna redirect back the user back to admin. All right, because that's what we want. All right, and let's check it out. So let's go to edit underscore user, and we have this condition right here, and it ends right here. So I'm gonna grab this bracket, cut it out, and put it all the way down here, right below this one. All right, and basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create an else statement here, and I mean you can create whatever condition you want. You can create an else if and check for a couple things. Check if it's empty, or in this case we're just gonna check the opposite of get user. Basically, if we don't have a ID, all right, a key, edit user, then we're gonna redirect back to index. So let's do header and location. We're gonna redirect back to index.php. All right, so let's test it out. Let's see if it works. So enter. As you can see, we get redirected back here. All right, so that's one way of doing it. And let me see something else. Another thing is that I think right here we have a little boo-boo, so we're gonna clean that up a little bit, because right now what we're doing is we're sending the query, and it works. I mean, we're sending this variable here, and it works because we are defining query already here, right? And but we want to have the right one, right? So we could have this guy right here. So basically we didn't even have to get this, right? We can just send a query, right, like this here, right? And that's it, right? But let's just make it the right way. That's fine, right? Hey guys, this is Edwin from the future. I'm just interrupting the lecture here real quick because I want to make sure that you guys, are up to date with things. Okay, so in the profile page, and I know you are in the user page, that's okay. But in the profile page, make sure that your password field is not displaying any data. Also, make sure in the edit page for the edit user that you're not displaying any data, because if you are, when you click update without touching anything here, it's gonna update the hash password. We talked a little bit about this before. I don't know if I said it too fast and you missed it, but that's what it is. And maybe later on in the course I will also remind you of that, but make sure, for those of you that are paying attention, that this is not there. Also make sure that in the profile you don't have some select you know select user or anything like that. Okay, you don't want that there. So what I'm gonna do, first of all, I'm going to, in the edit page, let's go into the edit page and make sure that in the form we don't have a value for the password. Okay, let's just take that. You see that's commented out already, so we did that in the course, but let's just take that out completely. And I want to add autocomplete off here, just to make sure that when users type in the form in the input, the browser doesn't start filling that information automatically, just in case you have somebody else logging in your same computer in your CMS. You don't want them to see that password there. So that's the edit user. That's all we got to do there. Okay, there's not much to do, and just clean this up a little bit maybe. Okay, let's go to the profile. Make sure you save that. And in the profile, you can take the value out, and also make sure you have autocomplete off. That's a good thing to have. One thing that I want to do here is I want to take the select that's checking for admin. I want to take that whole input out. Okay, and this is in the profile, because right now we don't want the user to choose their own profile, right? Their own roles. And we haven't built that functionality yet in this course. Just know that we might in the future. Let's see if I can just take that whole row out of here. Okay, let's come back here. Let's just take that whole thing out. And guys, I have a lot of space in my code because I'm teaching you. okay? But in my regular code in my computer, I don't have that much space. So one thing that I want to take out is this user role that we're not going to be needing anymore, okay? We're not going to get this from the form, okay? So um, wherever you have it, you can't take it off, okay? Because we're not going to be using it, okay? So take all that off, and let's go back to the app. Let's make sure that we don't have any of those values. I'm gonna press enter here and refresh a little bit, okay? Make sure that in your edit page you also have, well, this user is not an admin, so make sure you in your database you fix that, okay? That way you can log in and see the users. But everything should be good, ready to go there. No select, no password showing, and if you click update, it shouldn't update anything because we don't have any values, okay? So we're not updating any password. We're not hashing empty spaces or anything like that. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, and continue with your lecture. I'm gonna take this out of here, clean this up a little bit, and you can refactor this and make this into a function if you like. I mean, it's up to you. I'm just showing you the major components here. That way you can decide what you want to do. All right, you indent your code a little bit like this. All right, we can indent this a little bit more that way. All right, all right, this looks a little better. Anyway, I think that's it. That's what we're gonna do in this case here. So let's go back to users. Let's click on users, edit, and we're good here. All right. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next lecture. Take care.